Hello friends at home. In this video I will be going over your chapter 13 math test with you. Here in the classroom your friends are being very quiet because they know that we do not talk during a test. And we are on the side that has this black chapter 13 test box at the top. And at the bottom it says 71 and 72. If you don't see those things, you're probably on the wrong side, so you need to flip your paper over to get to the right side. Okay? So it says here, number 1, well, first of all, the first thing I do is always the same. Take out my pencil, write down my name. Please don't forget your name on a test. There's nothing worse as a teacher than when you're grading tests and you get to one without a name and you think, doggone, now I gotta take away a point. So put your name. And if you want to put the date, you can, but you don't have to. It's 5/3/21. Okay. So number 1 says, Nicholas drew a closed shape with 4 sides. Choose all the shapes he could have drawn. So if it is a closed shape with 4 sides, fill in the bubble next to it. There could be more than one answer, yes. All right, number 2 says trace the shape. So you're going to want to trace the shape because if you don't trace the shape, that's half a point and that's silly. And then it says draw a dot at each corner. So you're going to want to draw a dot at each corner because if you don't, you didn't follow directions and then you'll lose a half a point and that's silly. And then it says write how many sides and how many corners that shape has. So put how many sides right here and how many corners right here. Look at number 3. Number 3 says, is the shape open or closed? If it's closed, the first word says closed, so fill in that bubble. And if it's open, the second word says open, so fill in that bubble. Is that shape open or closed? Number 4 says, what new shape can you make using 1 triangle and 1 rhombus? Draw the new shape. So down here in this space, using 1 triangle and 1 rhombus, what shape can you make? And it's okay if you have to draw a few different times to try to figure it out. Because I know for me, sometimes it might take me a few tries to figure out what shape I could make. Okay, so just draw it down here. And when you're done, we'll go up here to the top. So this one says, number 5, use half circles to make a whole circle. So draw a line to show how you could do that. So looking at this circle, draw a line to show how you could use this shape to make that shape. And then tell me how many of that shape do you need to make a circle. So how many half circles make a circle? Put it on the line here. All right, number 6 says circle the real objects shaped like the solid shape. So our solid shape is this rectangular prism. So take a look at the present, the lunchbox, the ice cream cone, and the tuna fish can, and circle the ones that are rectangular prisms. There could be more than one answer. Now, number 7 says, what real-life objects are shaped like a ball or a sphere? So you're going to fill in all the ones that are correct. Is a ball shaped like a sphere? If it is, fill in the bubble. Is a box shaped like a sphere? If it is, fill in the bubble. Ice cream cone? Is that shaped like a sphere? And a marble. Down at the bottom, number 8 says, Sue draws a solid shape with 1 flat surface. What shape does she draw? So look at those shapes. Which one has only one flat surface? Some of them have 2 or 6. Some of them have none. Fill in the one that only has 1, and then flip your paper over. Number 9, it says color blue any shape that you could use to trace a triangle. So if you could make a triangle with the shape, color it blue. Color red any shape you could use to trace a rectangle. So you're doing triangles, blue. So if it could make a triangle, it should be blue. And if it could make a rectangle, it should be red. And if you don't have a true red or a true blue, as long as you do red or reddish and blue or bluish so that I know the difference, okay? So take a minute right now. If you could, remember how I would press the shapes into the Play-Doh? If you could make a triangle with it, color it blue. And if you could make a rectangle with it, color it red. And then if you couldn't make either, just leave it alone. Okay, so take a minute. Sorry, friends at home, Amelia just showed me. I don't know why I said triangle, but it doesn't say triangle. It's a circle. Good thing Amelia's paying attention. So this one is if you could make a circle with it, color it blue. The good news is if you colored the cone as a triangle, it's also a circle. So you're still in the good. If you can make a circle with it, if I press it in the Play-Doh and make a circle, it should be blue. And if I could make a rectangle, it should be red. Thank you for catching that, Amelia. Number 10 says, color all the shapes with exactly 4 sides. So if they have exactly 4 sides, color them. Not more than 4, not less than 4, exactly 4. Color the shapes that have exactly 4 sides. Then, number 11 says, color the shapes with no corners. So if you see a shape with no corners, color it in. Number 12, what 2 shapes down here would you use to make this shape up here? So you're building this new shape right here. What 2 shapes down here would you use to build it? Color those 2 shapes. Okay, up at the top, number 13 says, Omar, hey, that's Chase and Drew's dad, has a square yard for his chickens. Each side of the yard is made of 1 piece of fence. So how many pieces of fence does he have? He has a square yard, and each side has 1 piece of fence. So how many pieces of fence does Omar have? Put that number here. Now we're talking about Emma's mom. It says Rachel found a box of different shaped blocks in the closet. She wants to give her baby sister all of the shapes with a curved surface. So color the blocks that she will give her sister. Any shape that has a curved surface of these shapes. If it has a curve, color it for Rachel's baby sister. And the last one, Walter made this fancy schmancy piece of artwork. And to make this, he was tracing a solid shape. What solid shape must he have been tracing to create this piece of art? Fill in the bubble next to the solid shape he must have traced. to get this picture. Okay? All right, friends at home, when you are done, make sure you take a picture of both sides and then upload it for Mrs. Hatcoff and I.